Grogu and the cookie chase, the twin suns of planet Velquar 4, had just set, painting the horizon gold and violet. Inside the Razor Crest, Mando was finishing repairs, glancing once at the sleeping form of Grogu snuggled in his little hammock. At least he's quiet tonight, Mando muttered with relief. Except Grogu wasn't sleeping. The moment Mando turned away, Grogu's nose twitched. Through the small porthole, he saw a hovercart passing by, glowing with lights, filled with warm, delicious-smelling cookies. The alien vendor's voice echoed faintly. Fresh Star Sugar biscuits, half price tonight. Grogu's eyes widened, his ears perked up. In 10 seconds flat, he was out the door. He toddled through the dusty streets, chasing the sweet aroma, little feet pat-pat-patting on the ground. The cookie vendor moved faster, his cart bouncing along the uneven road. Grogu's tiny arms waved as he tried to catch up, cooing urgently. At last, the vendor stopped to rest near a plaza. Grogu waddled right up, used the force to levitate a cookie off the tray, and took a massive bite. The vendor shrieked, startled, but when Grogu offered a few shiny nuts from Mando's toolkit as payment, the vendor blinked, then laughed and handed him the whole tray. Grogu munched happily, crumbs everywhere, until he realized something important. The Razor Crest was nowhere in sight. He spun around, left, right. All the streets looked the same, glowing signs, steaming stalls, strange aliens staring. Panic flickered across his big eyes. Then, out of the shadows, a tall figure appeared, cloaked in black, helmet shining faintly red in the neon light. The stranger knelt down slowly. "Well," the deep voice said softly, "you seem lost, little one." Grogu tilted his head. The figure continued, "I am called Darth Vader." He paused, then added in an oddly cheerful tone, "I am a good boy. I will help you." Grogu blinked. He could sense something strange, dark but also oddly gentle. His instincts told him to trust, at least for now. He nodded, and so began the most unlikely road trip in the galaxy. Vader walked through the night with Grogu perched on his shoulder, clutching a half-eaten cookie. They asked droids and merchants if they'd seen a man in shiny armor. Some pointed toward the starport, others ran away screaming when they saw Vader's mask. As they crossed a glowing bridge, a group of alien thieves suddenly surrounded them. "Nice helmet," the leader sneered. "Hand it over." Vader sighed. "I was having a pleasant walk," Grogu squeaked and raised his tiny hand. In a flash, the leader's hoverboard lifted into the air, spinning wildly. Vader flicked his wrist. The rest of the thieves dropped their weapons as if pulled by invisible strings. When the chaos ended, Grogu giggled, clapping his hands. "Hey," Vader looked down at him, voice low but amused. "Yes, you are strong." They continued on until the first morning light shimmered across the landing fields, and there, rising above the dust, stood the Razor Crest. Mando was outside, pacing frantically. "Kid, where were you?" Grogu leapt from Vader's shoulder and into Mando's arms, squeaking with delight. Mando blinked up at the dark figure. "Who are you?" Vader paused for a long moment. "A traveler, a good boy." Mando tilted his helmet skeptically, but before he could say more, Vader turned and disappeared into the mist, his cape flowing behind him. Grogu yawned, exhausted from adventure. Mando sighed, strapping him back into the hammock. "You give me more heart attacks than hyperspace jumps, you know that." Grogu cooed softly, clutching one last cookie in his tiny hands. Somewhere far away, in the morning fog of Velquar 4, a deep voice chuckled faintly. "Good boy indeed."